Welcome to Campus Conversation, where your opinion matters. Today we are tackling a timely question. Should journalists be brand ambassadors? Whether you are a journalism student or someone who is simply interested in the role of the media, I want to hear from you. I want to hear your opinion because it matters to me. Hi, my name is Judith. What's your name?
My name is Isaac.
Isaac, do you think journalists should be brand ambassadors?
Yeah, journalists should be brand ambassadors, I think, because they are mostly exposed to the world of media and they are out there mostly seen. So those kind of jobs face them so much when it's in terms of getting the numbers for, should I say, demand and everything. So yeah, journalists should be given the opportunity.
If you represent a brand and that brand is doing something illegal that is against the public, will you be truthful enough as a journalist to expose them?
I think there should be contracts, and in the contract the company or the firm will expose their, should I say, do's and don'ts and whatever thing they are into. So if you read the contract and you feel this is something that you could represent, you could defend if the need arises, why not? But illegal, as in if you know they are like into something illegal which is against maybe the norms or like, should I say, legally the constitution of this country, and I think you should desist or give it a second thought before you involve yourself.
My name is Adams.
Adams,
yes.
As a journalist, or student journalist, do you think journalists should be brand ambassadors?
Oh, yes, I think journalists should be brand ambassadors because, today's journalists are not paid well. So if they are to depend on what they get at the end of the month, it will be very difficult for them to survive. So I think getting ambassadorial deals will help them, be able to survive and go about some normal 1-2 things that they can survive in this country, because the economy there, things are not going well.
Well, how about the conflict of interest that deal can land you in, looking at your code of ethics as a journalist?
Okay, so I believe that it's up to them, up to us journalists, to be able to decide the kind of deals that we should go in for. If you see that the deal will not help your brand, then you have to withdraw. But if you see that the deal is the type that will enhance or build your growth, you should go in for it. And if you see that this is what I want to do, this is the brand that I want to support or the brand that I want to project, then, you should just be careful and cautious with what you sign. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Hi, Pretty. What's your name? I'm Judith.
Hi, I'm Esther Jamayaboa.
Esther, do you think journalists should be brand ambassadors?
Well, okay, so that's a very interesting topic. Personally, I feel that in our economy, Ghana's economy right now, and looking at the very problems that journalists face and then the potential of certain journalists already in the media space and even those coming up, I feel like ambassadorial deals are something that should be talked about more, because in my opinion, yes, journalists should be brand ambassadors. First of all, if you land the brand ambassadorial deal, that should mean that you have some qualities as a journalist that brand in particular has seen and that they want to attach you with them. Because as a journalist, even though you are working in maybe a media house or even you're a freelancer, there comes a time where money issues can put you at uncomfortable places. So being a brand ambassador can do justice for you.
How about the conflict of interest with your code of conduct and your ethics? If that brand is causing harm to society, will you be bold enough to talk about it?
Yes, because good journalism is concerned with doing ethical things, being independent of any media space and even brands, and then serving public interest. So I think that as a journalist, if once you find yourself in a place where now there's conflict of interest, your primary goal as a journalists should come first and foremost. If, let's say, the brand that you are working with, suddenly there are some activities that you know of, or even, maybe, let's say you did not even know of it, but then later you found out, I think your job as a journalist should shine through in that situation. And so you should know what to do. Pick the public over the brand.
Right, pick the public over the brand. Thank you so much, Esther.
Yeah.
My name is Judith. What's your name?
My name is Eric.
Eric, should journalists be brand ambassadors?
For me, no, because we are trained to probe and then hold people, including companies, accountable. If we stand to be brand ambassadors for them, in the event that they commit something that is contradictory to social norms, what do we do? So for me, no.
No, indeed. Thank you, Eric.
I'm Gilbert.
Gilbert, do you think journalists should be a brand ambassador?
Yes, I believe journalists are supposed to take the role of brand ambassador. It's very important because as journalists, we are supposed to be factual, we are supposed to be objective and all that. So if journalists are supposed to take that role, it will make people from the outside believe the brand itself, the product that they are selling outside to the people. They will feel like, okay, maybe a typical example is like maybe someone like Kwame Sefokan is a brand ambassador for a certain product. They might believe that, okay, since he's a man of high reputation and many others, then it means that the product is good and quality. So I feel like if it happens that way, it will reduce a lot of fake products in the market, because those same people that are journalists, when they realize that, they know that if the product is not good and it turns around, it might affect their reputation. So I think that's they are supposed to take their brand ambassador role. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Gilbert.
You are the voice of the voiceless. You taking an ambassadorial position means in a situation where a day comes and that brand or product offenses not only the public or they do something wrong, you'll be in between. You wouldn't want to talk bad against them because you are an ambassador. You wouldn't want to say anything about it. That means you're not doing your job as a journalist, being the voice of the voiceless, being objective. You have to now stand with the brand. But a situation where a journalist is not a brand ambassador, when something like that happens, you have no fear. You don't stand for anybody. You don't belong to any brand or something like that. So you just say what is happening without any fear. But when you are a brand ambassador, you have to now side with your brand, because when you say something bad against them, you might lose that your job as a brand ambassador, and you can't risk that. So I think no, a journalist shouldn't be a brand ambassador.
That's my wow moment for now. Thank you so much. My name is Judith. What's your name?
Please, I'm Isaac Niaduti Akui.
Akwe is fine by me. Isaac, do you think journalists should be brand ambassadors?
Okay, for me, it's a yes and a no. The yes is only if that journalist can report if there is a bad side of the product, maybe he or she is a brand ambassador for. Let's take example, some journalists are brand ambassadors for certain products. Then let's say one of the way or the other, the product, maybe there's some negative side of it, and instead of them coming up to talk about it or even suggesting some ways in order to like how to make the product good, they rather keep quiet. Then it's like anything goes. So for me, it's a no, but it could be a yes only if that journalist will at all time talk about the product, whether it's good or it's bad.
All right, thank you so much. I want to hear from you. Should journalists be brand ambassadors?